Okay, guys, so here we are, about to start putting some color into this thing, our landscape Zentangle here. And uh, the options basically are color pencil, crayon, or marker. Okay, any one will work. If all you got is just the crayons, that's fine. Since I've got all three, I am going to choose not to use this. And the reason why is because it's very hard to get into those little kind of spots with a crayon, okay? Now, between these two, I like them both. Okay, color pencils. You guys know I love color pencils. Markers are awesome too. I use a lot of markers with my work at home. However, I think that for me, colored pencils might be just a little bit better of an idea for me because I can do some kind of fading and overlapping of colors with that. Markers, you can do that too. It's not quite as you can't blend as well with markers, right? You can still do it, but crayon or color pencils work a little bit better. Either way is fine. If you don't got this, just go with a marker. Okay, it'll be fine. And markers probably be a little bit faster too. Okay, so again, I'm going to use color pencil. And if you want to use markers, that's cool. Okay, so I already started kind of coloring this thing in, and I just wanted to show you. Since I put the lines in the background, I'm going to start coloring these in from here all the way across, and I'll start putting in, wherever it is that I think that I need this dark blue. Okay, wherever it is that I think I need that, I'll put that in, and when I'm done with this one color, I'll put that down and I'll grab another color. Okay, I don't want to keep going back and forth between different colors. I'll use one and then switch over to another color and use that all the way across and switch over to another color. Okay? All right. Okay, so I put my first round of color in. Okay, I put blue in. And you can see here I started going pretty light. Okay? So that is to start making it look more round, right? Look more 3D. Okay, and call that form. Okay? So I'm starting to add that on there. I'm adding value, right, to create form. Okay. Now up here, I want you to see. Now that's much darker than that, isn't it? Okay. But that is not as dark as I want it to go. This is pressing down a little hard, not much. Okay. This is barely touching the pencil of the page. Okay. But if I want this to be really dark, like nice solid dark blue line, then I'm going to press down hard. Okay. And I want to try and go back over these lines again. Just like that. Okay. Now look at the difference between that. That's all in the amount of pressure that you apply on your pencil. That's it. Okay. That's another cool thing about colored pencils. Is you can change the tone of your drawing just by how hard you press. See that? Okay, after the blue, I'll grab another color. I'll probably go with green. Probably put green on the outside of the trees, and I'll keep this same color probably on each of these outside stripes on top of the hills, right? We did the bumps. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, those lines I'll probably leave green. Okay. I'll see you in a bit. This is yellow ochre. Okay, I kind of like this color. It's more of an earth tone, right? It kind of looks more like dirt. Which this is, if you look at this, is like maybe a cornfield. That color starts to make sense. So what I decided to do is to use this color throughout the whole thing. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use some markers on this as well, but I'm going to save that until the end. Okay, so right now I'm just doing colored pencils, but I may add some markers later just to kind of change the colors, make them pretty cool. But I'm going to continue using this and these things as well, so there's this color is present throughout the whole thing. Okay, what that's going to do is it's going to kind of unify the whole thing. Okay, put some unity in it and bring it all together as one piece. If I can bring this color or this blue down here further, then that would be good as well. All right. All right, guys. See you in a bit. I hope it's going well for you. Okay, so now what I did is I added some little bit of darker color right here on the edges so it creates a little bit of a shadow. Okay, right whenever my line crosses on top of another one like this. Okay, and I put it on that side. Okay, I changed this and made a little design into that. Okay, and I started to color these in. Okay, so the rest of this you can figure out. I'm going to show you how to do this, and this is so similar to what we did with the hands. Okay, very, 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 very similar. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this dark in here, and I'm pressing very, very lightly. Do my back and forth, back and forth. I'm barely touching the pencil of the page here, and then on the other side as well. See that? Just creates a little bit of value change, some shading on each side, okay? Then I can bring this up just a little bit further so there's not just this big white gap in between. Okay? And I want to add a little bit more purple just because I like that purple. I don't want to cover it up. Okay? Whoop. It's hard looking at the screen and the paper at the same time. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of red. Alright? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over this purple. I'm pressing a little hard right here, just a little bit. And I'm bringing that red up here and bringing it further out this way. Okay, and I'll do the same thing this way. And just coloring pretty lightly. But I'm definitely pressing down harder than I was with that purple. That purple was pretty dark. Okay. Alright, so once I kind of do that with red, I left it's much lighter right in the middle, right? Alright, now I'm going to take a marker, and I chose yellow, and I'm going to go over this. And see how it's going to color in that white spot yellow, but kind of leave most of the rest of this alone. See, it does not going to, you can't really color over color pencils like that with a marker. You can, but see that? So that's how you do it. Not saying that you have to do that. I'm just saying that's what I'm doing and showing you how to do it. Okay, so I'm going to keep doing that, and then again I'm going to try and reuse these same colors throughout the whole thing, so it's not all in random colors. Okay, we want to try and place these in the best order that I can. Okay, all right. Okay, guys. So the next thing that I'm going to do is show you kind of how I was doing this. Okay, so basically I'm using the same color. You can see I kind of shaded this in already using a different color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one side, okay, one of these rings, and I think the bottom one is what I started with, this one. So I'll go ahead and do this one, and I'll just color this in completely solid. And this blue is pretty good. It's good blue. Just like a straight old normal blue, okay? And then see how I kind of have the white on one side like that? I'm going to do the same thing here. And I want to skip one and then go to this one. And I want to color it out. Press down pretty hard right on the edge. And then I'm going to go a little bit lighter. And do the same thing here. But I want to go until there's just a little strip right there that I haven't touched yet. See that? And I'll skip this one. About the same. See that? I'll bring this out just a little bit more maybe. See? Okay. Same thing over here. If you have what I drew, and you may not, but basically I'm just going to do the same thing. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. So let's use this one here. Then I'll bring in my blue. And I'll bring it all the way out to about there. And if I had a third hand, this would be a lot easier. Just like that, see? Oh, maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. Let me see that? And I'm leaving just a little white stripe there that I didn't color. Okay, and then I'd skip this one and do this one. Skip, do, skip, and then there's a little bit on the very corner one that I do. See that? Okay. Okay, so this thing's just about done here. I'm gonna put maybe a little more markers and stuff. So what I'm doing is I'm finishing this up right now, and basically what I did, okay, nothing fancy. I made my tree, right? And then I went around the inside into the same line, right? That and that are the same line. Oop, those two are the same line right there, right? Then I just went in from that point into the center. Actually, I think I went from the center out. And so it kind of looks like that, okay? Then I went from yellow on one side around. Yellow, yellow. See that? Just a curved line. And then on the side that I didn't color in, like right in here, make sure you guys can see this. Just coloring dark on one side, and not even really dark. I'm just pressing a little bit and then going lighter. See that? That's all. I was going to have my daughter help me out, help me hold the paper down, but I think she's outside or something, so. Alright. Just like that. Now, the cool thing about colored pencils when it comes to markers is that they don't really interact with each other. So basically, if you draw on top of colored pencils with the marker, right? So you have colored pencils first and you put marker on top. It's like a resist. So basically, like I've taught you guys before, how water and oil don't like each other. And we use that with crayons and watercolor, or oil pastel and watercolor. It's kind of the same thing with colored pastels and markers. Okay, so the color that you put down with your colored pencil will stay, and the marker will not. Now I think this is going to be the last video. I'll probably put up one more picture of the thing when it's done. But I think some spots like in here, how it's just white and brown. See that? I'll probably put my marker and kind of just color in between in these little shapes like that. Okay, I'll probably color in here. This is kind of lacking, and I feel like I should do something else here. And I was thinking about adding maybe a little bit of yellow right there, but I don't know. Okay, but here's what I want you to remember. Okay, although this is the last last assignment for the year, for you fifth graders, I really wish I could have had like a goodbye fist bump or, you know, high fives or something. See you guys, and we're gonna miss you. But as far as this project goes, you have all summer to do this, don't you? You have all summer to do this. Okay? So I don't want you to look at like my coloring and go, oh boy, I can't do that. Because of course you can't. But you have all summer to do it. Okay? So remember the tortoise and the hare? The hare that rabbit took off? He's going super fast. He thought it was easy. And then took a nap. And that turtle kept going. Slow, 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 slow. Ended up beating the rabbit. Be the turtle here. Go slow. Take your time. Think about what you're doing and work hard. Remember, you got all summer to do this, right? Okay, and if you don't like this one, try another one. Right? Change it up. Okay? All right, guys. Miss you. Love you. We'll see you later.